To me, masculinity can mean a different thing depending on what context we're talking about.
To me, really, it just means of who you are, really. It's all about, like, what your interests are, what you likes, what your dislikes.
Masculinity doesn't mean much to me as a concept. I don't identify myself much as a man.
I think in the classic sense of the word, like the I guess the attributes, characteristic of a man, it would be leadership, be work ethic, a carer, a teacher, hopefully an inspiration. But I just reckon that word is a bit superfluous.
Sort of template of ideas that maybe society places on the entire male population.
This stereotype of acting like a male or being a strong male, I suppose, is masculinity.
Yes, I have.
Many times, yes, I have been told to man up.
I've definitely been told to man up numerous times.
Yes, probably lots of times.
Yeah. I was told to man up on the weekend actually, so we went out for the long weekend and we got a little bit drunk on the Saturday night and everyone was not feeling great on the Sunday, and I said I didn't want to drink, and someone literally said, "Don't be stupid, just man up, just have your first one, you'll be fine."
In previous life I was a footy player and that's a real literal way of doing it. I wasn't really concerned about my opponent getting too many possessions, so obviously the coach would be screaming man up at me.
Probably have to be yesterday, dancing, mainly because I was being a bitch. Can I say that?
Sure. Yeah.
I was being a bitch about not spitting a girl into my arms and getting really close to her. I don't know, I guess I was just worried about her not being comfortable, but she was totally comfortable with it. And then my teacher was like, "Oh, Terry, just man up."
Just definitely would have been going through high school and playing sport at lunchtime and recess probably. It would have been either something along the lines of don't act like a girl or act more like a man, I guess would have been the comments made. I guess it's the gender you were born with, and I guess society has set stereotypical views on what men should be doing and what women should be doing, I suppose.
I don't think there should be any definite, masculine traits. I think it should just be, person.
Really, just to be yourself, honestly. That's all you need to be. If you want to be a man, just be yourself,
I don't think you need to necessarily be masculine to be a man. I don't think, you need to be the typical man that you needed to be 15 years ago. I have a lot of friends who I look up to, and I know that they're, brilliant fathers, brilliant friends, brilliant men, and they are by no means masculine. And they got fun of, growing up at school because they were feminine, because they didn't play sports.
Those qualities of leadership, a carer, and strong work ethic, but again, those are the same qualities as a woman.
Need to be aware of your strength, need to be aware of how much you can do for people or hurt people, and being able to regulate yourself around that.
A male that I look up to is probably Chris Pratt, because Chris Pratt's really funny and he's like the nicest guy. He usually doesn't make any political statements or anything. He's just, Chris Pratt, man. Bless him.
For me, growing up, it was definitely, I have twin older brothers and they were my male role models because I didn't have a father growing up, so I would always look up to them. They were, 2 years older than me. They always experienced everything before me. They always helped me when I was experiencing it, and they're both, very successful, very, very loving men, and they're obviously the people that I'll always look up to.
As a child, if you have a good father, you usually look up to your father. But then really, as a grown-up, you would look at a range of men and you try to pick up some good bits out of every single one of them, and you try to become a better person yourself.
Or probably Hugh Jackman, mainly because, I want to do acting when I grow up, and, you know, he's a very successful actor. He's actually a very successful performer, and a lot of guys should have their own role models, but the role models should do something that they love as well.
Probably would be my father. His selflessness and his just willingness to bring everyone together, particularly his family, is something that has hopefully been instilled with me. And another one a little bit closer to home would actually be Mr. Miller, Ryan Miller, who his work ethic and his selflessness in the difficult position that he can be in as assistant principal, I certainly look up to that. I am man enough.
I am man enough.
I am man enough.
I am man enough.